Okay, so I think it's important that you see the frustrations of van builds rather than all the nicey hoity-toity stuff of everything going well. And this is going to be one of those videos. I've fitted the DC-DC charger. It will be on the inside, but at the moment I'm just sort of test fitting it there. The cables are too big to go into the charging port, so I bought a crimper, a ferrule crimper off eBay, which is absolute shite. It either doesn't crimp them or it just flattens them so they won't fit into the connections on there. So I've got another crimping tool that doesn't work either. I'm trying to focus on getting the wiring done so that I can then start building the inside of the van up, but I'm not happy with the way that the electrics are looking. It's messy. I've got positive wires crossing negative wires, and yeah, at the moment it's just not going very well, but I'll get there. Okay, sorry for the ranty video. I've had a cup of coffee and I've chilled out now, but I just don't like it when things aren't going correctly. I've got loads more. I'm going to leave the electrics for the moment, and I'm going to concentrate on doing bits like sorting this cupboard out, measuring up and ordering the rest of the carpet that I need, the carpet that I need for the underneath of that cabinet. I also to get this window cut out, and that window cut out as well, but the weather's bloody killing me at the moment. Every time I go to do something like that, it starts raining. It's an absolute mess in here, so I need to have a bit of a tidy up as well. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna, for the moment, I'll leave the electrics and have a sit down and a rethink of everything, and then go from there. But just to show that things don't always go to plan and all happy. First meal in the van, just a little bit of lunch. I got the DC charger fitted, no problem. I walked away, came back after a couple of minutes, and all the cables went straight in. I've run the feed cable for the 12-volt system, so I'm going to have a cabinet running along the top here, and the 12-volt fuse box will be in here rather than running loads of cables, and the switches on the side, so it's easier accessible. When you open the side door, the switches are there. I've run a cable to behind the dash because I'm going to run the stereo from the leisure battery, the same thing I did with my T5. One, so that I can sit and listen to music without worrying about the vehicle battery going flat, but also so that the leisure battery is being constantly used. Otherwise it could sit stagnant for months on end, which isn't good for a battery. So it'll just have a little bit of power coming from the stereo every time I use the van. So yep, get in there. I'm just trying to get all the cables run, then I can start paddling things out and making it look nicer. Okay, so I've got the gas hob, twin gas hob, which is going to go here. I've been looking for sinks, but they are just stupid prices for sinks, and they're not very big either. You know, well over £100 for a tiny little sink, and I like to save money. And I've just found this in Homebase. It's even got a plug. So my plan is to cut this lip down as much as possible so that it will sit flush on the wood. I might even try routing out the wood as well so that it does totally fit flush inside. It's bigger than any of the ones that I've seen. And also, to finish it off, I've got a bamboo lid which nearly fits in perfectly. Again, we'll need a little bit of fettling. I've also just found this which I can cut down, which I'm going to put into this space here, so it's a nice storage area, and then I'll put a wood lid on it, something like that, maybe even like a USB charger in there, something like that. Okay, so I've given the van a service, and I don't understand manufacturers when they design things. Why have they put the fuel filter under the airbox and under the engine cover to make it as difficult as possible when most other manufacturers have it inside the engine bay? There's so much room in there, there's no need. And why does a 2.1 hold 11 litres of oil? That is absolutely crazy. Whoever designed it is a nutcase. But anyway, I have remade the fascia for the above cabin cupboard. I've made the hole smaller. I've cut the line straight. I've also, I don't know why I'm pressing that because I know it's not connected, but I've put a light inside there as well so I can see. And I've also succumbed to temptation. I've sent the gas hob back and I've ordered a low watt induction hob. I've had a look and done a bit of research, and my system will definitely be able to handle it. So that should be here within the next sort of couple of days. So a bit safer than gas.